least every month. This Christmas.
That boy is good.
I was telling Cam, because I was thinking it's like it's the 4th of July. Mm-hmm. And
it's recording?
Yeah, but like you seen, I don't know if y'all might be just seeing clips and shit of the debate.
I have not. I have actually not seen the debate. I've seen like clips and memes and shit, but I haven't seen the whole debate.
2 regular club championships. To do that, you have to be quite smart, and you have to be able to hit the ball a long way. And I do it. He doesn't do it. He can't hit a ball 50 yards. He challenged me to a golf match. He can't hit a ball 50 yards.
Who don't know how to golf? Who don't know how to golf? Who?
Sorry, bro. I seen enough of this shit. It's only like 5 minutes of clips that I probably have seen. And we are shit, bro. Gotta get out this country, bro.
And in shit, we gonna continue being shit, but one day we will be better.
Yeah, we can hope.
I keep telling niggas say, can I cuss on this or no?
You can say whatever. This is confidential.
I want to say a safe place, but I think that's gonna get us demonetized. So
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
That's somebody's.
Do whatever.
I'm gonna try not to cuss though, so that y'all can. You said monetize.
No, I'm talking about saying it's a safe place because that's like yachty shit. So I didn't want to say.
Yeah, you can curse. You can curse all types of shit.
Bro,
I think.
Look, we smoking in
niggas gotta revote.
Revolt?
Yeah, for sure. Think about it. On the 4th of July, white folks went to a war with other white folks about paying taxes. They was paying like a 0.2% tax on fucking tea, and they got pissed. Mm-hmm. We pay taxes on fucking everything. I think I pay like 20 to 30% of everything I make. I gotta pay taxes on.
Yes, no, literally everything, and then not even just what you make, is shit you buy.
Yeah,
it's your cars, your house, everything you use. You paying some sort of tax.
We paying taxes to the same motherfuckers that enslaved us.
Hey,
yep.
That's the craziest part about it.
You want to be free? We're gonna charge you for that.
Yep.
Like we really are being bamboozled. Like I can't believe black folks as a race have settled. It's not even that we settled. It's just that every time we built ourselves up big enough to fight back, they killed us before we could. Like, you know what I mean? They still doing it.
It's just loopholes to get to everything.
Oh, bro.
But that tax shit is lame because Arizona not even $1 no more. It's like $1.37 now with tax. And that's just an example of it. It's crazy.
Fix this shit. Bill Gates, Microsoft, whoever the fuck.
But today we have a very special guest.
As you can see.
Well, not guest, passenger.
Yes.
Welcome to the Cockpit, another episode.
Our flight attendant, bro.
Yeah.
It's a very special flight attendant. It's a very special flight attendant.
Yeah. He's an actor, musician, producer, engineer.
Bro.
Sir.
Man, he's jack of all trades.
Don't gas me up, bitch.
Man, be busy. It took us a good minute to get this shit together too.
Yeah.
We all been kind of busy though, so it's just been a minute trying to get this shit together, man.
Oh yeah.
This ain't my first time, man. I ain't getting no one way.
But yeah, today,
I was gonna say pause, but I see what you was going with that. It sounded a little crazy for a second.
But yeah, today we have our special guest, Lucien Cambric.
Yes, sir.
You see him as a star on Power Force. He's also been on other shows like Chicago PD, The Chi. He starred in movies like Holiday Heist on BET. So yeah, we gonna give a round of applause for him.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Cockpit.
Yes,
How you
sir.
feeling today, sir?
Man, I'm feeling good as hell, man. I'm feeling like it's gonna be a great day.
It's the 4th of July.
As we're recording now, it's the 4th of July. Happy 4th to the people that celebrate, to everybody else. Enjoy the barbecue, the fireworks, have fun with your loved ones, everything.
Bro, because it's American Independence Day. You know, Black Independence Day was last month. You know,
And we're not independent.
Yeah.
We still pay taxes to the same country that enslaved us.
Gateway segment. But no, how is it living the life you live? God bless you with an amazing life. How is it so far? Like starting off, you just really starting off. How is it? Like, tell us about it.
Man, so y'all been up close and personal through a lot of the journey. You know what I mean? Like from kids to teenagers to an adult. I'll just say, like, it's been one hell of a ride, man. It's been one hell of a ride.
That's nice. That's nice. Is there, like, with living this life, is there anything that you've done or experienced that you say, like, that's the best thing I've probably done in my life?
Because you do a lot. Like, you doing music and film. Like, you doing... And getting in touching with, I was gonna say touching a lot of people, but touching different hands. And what is me? Hey, what is this been on? I'm just saying, you've been getting your hands in a lot of different places, and that's still a pause. But like,
what's wrong with this dude, man?
Bro, it's just the phrases, man. They came up with these phrases, but okay. How you feeling? Just like. Where you been at, how it's been, etc.
You know, it's interesting when you say I got my hands in a lot of different places, because it's like you never realize how much life you've lived until you start seeing people that's like, you start seeing people from, like, you would be out and then you'll see somebody that you know from years ago, like, like, damn, I remember when we met, like, that really is one of the things. Like, everywhere that I go, I see somebody that I know now. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I could tell.
Real deal motion. Yeah.
Real deal motion.
Yeah.
I could be downtown. Like, I give you a example. I was downtown. I was with some of my castmates. Right, we was chilling, and walking down the street is Andrew's brother. Bro.
Hey, that's a city native right there, bro.
Walking down the street for, like, just out of nowhere, and it's like I'm with my castmates right now, but it's just crazy how, like, people that from way back when, it's like they never really leave. It's like you gonna know these people forever.
I know he walked up, he's like, Lucien?
Yeah. Lucien. I'm like, what's going on?
And always gonna show love.
Oh, bro, that's my boy. Hey, check out our, he's talking about the finals and everything, but check out that episode with Big N on the TPC Sports, the other show we got going on. This is the Cockpit, though. That's TPC Sports on the True Pop Culture Network. We build something over here.
I'm proud of y'all, man. Y'all really, like, y'all been, I remember when y'all was just talking about the podcast thing, and, like, y'all was talking about it for a minute, and I'm like, I'm gonna see if they gonna do it for real, and y'all really did this shit. Y'all got some mics
in it, man.
Yeah, y'all got raw mics too, bro. I'm loving this gold shit.
Had to keep upgrading this shit. We started with the small ones. You getting gold, black. I have an exclusive little $50 one over there, but that motherfucker started tweaking out on me, so I dropped it. I'm sorry.
Talking about I got an exclusive little.
It was nice, but I'm gonna get a new one.
And with everything, with that being said, how do you, like, manage everything in your life? Is it easy to just go about your day, or is it like you got set schedules, or?
You definitely gotta get into a routine if you wanna, like, live a really busy life.
Facts.
Just because, like, you got so much. With more emotion comes more responsibility. You know what I mean?
Comes with more money, more problems, more emotion. Okay, I
like that. You gotta be really responsible. Like, I got a line in a rap song that I say, gotta play every position. Start off with small drops. If you can't handle a little, then you will fumble a lot.
That's called motherfucking bars, nigga. You know nothing about that.
You know what I mean? So if you can't handle,
that's a bar.
Yeah, you know?
That's a bar.
Just like this podcast thing, like, y'all gonna see, it's gonna be stuff that y'all learn when the podcast is just starting off. That, you know, when the podcast eventually blow up, because if y'all stay consistent with it, it's gonna blow up one day.
Yeah.
Like, when it blow up, y'all gonna be ready for the blow up when it blows up. You know, it's gonna be stuff. Y'all not gonna be rookies anymore. Rookies just make mistakes just because they're rookies. You feel me? Like,
I mean, that's in the name, you know, rookie mistake, bro.
Every legend started off as a rookie. So it's like, to get to the status that you want to get to, you gotta go through all of these different stages. And I say, like, learning how to handle, like, when you master one stage, you will be ready for the next, so you will know how to handle it. You know what I mean? You'll know how to manage it and whatnot. But it can be a lot. You know, it's a lot to manage a really busy life, especially when it's so much responsibility.
Yeah,
I definitely understand, because I remember when we was younger, you always had schedules. Like, even before we can go outside and play ball, we can do everything. You was out practicing and everything. So I definitely, watching that instilled from you as a child to now you're adult, I see it's paying off.
Thank you, bro.
So yeah.
Thank you, bro. For sure.
And with that being said, when can we get some more fucking music?
I no cap.
Dog, when I tell people ask me who's some of my favorite artists or who's my top 5, I always mention Lucien because Lucien has been making love songs since high school.
And I'm
love songs. I love making songs since high school.
Head,
we don't have R&B artists making these love songs no more, or just singing that shit like everything's toxicity and problems with they female. But Lucien was really making hits. When can I get some fucking music?
Yeah, man, look, I've been working a lot. I'm gonna tell you, I was working consistently for like the first half of the year, and then once I started filming, it was just like I got more. We filming season 3 of Power right now, so this is our final season.
We gonna get to those questions later.
This is our final season of the last season. I mean, final season of the whole show. So they've given me a lot more material.
Hold on, did you just drop the ball?
No, that's no.
Well, I thought he said it was just in Chicago. So this is the last one of this season.
This is the last of our show. Of your show, of course. This is the last season of it. So they pretty much
keep going. Sorry, I got some questions, sir.
They got like. But they just giving me a lot more material on set, so it's like I had to lock in with the acting stuff, and I kind of had to put music on the back burner for right now. Okay. But we get done filming July 19th.
Oh, okay, right around the corner.
Yeah,
right around the corner. That's 2 weeks.
Bro, I'm damn near halfway done with the mixtape that I'm working on now. It's called the night tape, Dear Dark.
Yes, sir.
I'm working on that. That's
the
nothing
night
but
tape,
songs.
Dear Dark.
Dear Dark is the first mixtape
Dear
on
Dark,
the night
like
tapes.
Like DEAR, like Dear Diary type. Dear Dark.
Yeah.
That's hard. That's hard.
It's gonna be like 3. I think it's gonna be 3 mixtapes on that.
Series. So like 3 little EPs type shit.
Right.
1 and 2.
Dear Dark, I know for a fact it's gonna be one called Low Night, and I know for a fact it's gonna be one called High Night. I'm debating on making one called Midnight. But if I did that, I would have to be so locked in.
We'll be ready.
I gotta ask.
We gonna be ready for it because definitely, man, the music. I still listen to Hotel. I still listen to Yin and Yang. I still blast your music, especially Hello Crew. Like that is one of the. That's one of the best albums that probably ever came out. Because I know everybody on that album. Yeah, I know how much hard work y'all put on that album, man. I try
a lot of work into it.
You was there in the sessions.
Exactly. I try to promote it as much as I can, tell the world about it. I'm like, dog, this is my family.
The lady be listening to, we be jamming.
Put their heart, blood, and sweat into it. So yeah.
I appreciate that, bro.
But you wanna let you know you're so beautiful.
You was there on that session too, were you?
Which one?
On the session with me, there we had Derry in the studio.
Nah, I don't think I was in that one. I remember I was there. You was recording something. We was in somebody's basement or something. And Aaron ended up recording a song too or something. We was in somebody's crib.
It was a crib. It looked like a crib.
Yeah, it was like
we had to go through a garage.
Yeah, I think we went downstairs. We was in somebody.
That's Miller. Yeah, that's Miller Street.
Oh, okay.
Miller Street Studio.
Yeah, I don't remember what song it was though, but. We was in that bitch for a couple hours. I mean, we was smoking. I think I fell asleep for a little bit in that bitch and everything. So.
And when you woke up, it was
a whole bunch of shit. But that actually leads me because you just gave me a question. So, I know one of your big inspirations and kind of influence is The Weeknd. Is that trilogy kind of an influence in this new project coming up, or what?
I think that. Like all of the artists that I grew up listening to, their influence is forever ingrained. Into my creative work.
That's in music in general, though. Yeah. Any creative that's in music, I feel like if you listen to anybody growing up, they're gonna have an influence into
somebody. Yeah, like if you're real versed on the generation that they grew up listening to, then you're gonna be able to hear a lot of that. A lot of like if you listen to, if you listen to. Deuce, come here. Alright.
Where did this even come from? Nah,
but if you're well versed on any artist that the artists that they grew up listening to, then you gonna find influences in their art. So I think that, like,
you see that in movies too. Like if somebody's loves a type of movies or type of film, they have a director that has a type of visuals that they do, and you're gonna see it in their work. Like even Jordan Peele, like he has influences like watching like the Twilight Zone and shit like that, and that shit pops up in his movies and stuff. So
that's how you keep an art alive, though. That's how you keep, because it's not really like art is something that, like, you don't necessarily create art. How can I say this? You are an artist, so you create, but it's like that wave of creation isn't yours. It's like you're gonna find so many people that are also on that same wave of creation. That's why you start getting into genres. Right. You start getting into categories of people who make different music, but they sort of sound alike, and they start getting categories. It starts to become genres and stuff like
subgenres.
That. Right, like subgenres and stuff. Yeah. But really, if everybody just made music how they want it, I'm sure that you will find a little bit of whoever they looked up to.
Facts. Every time.
So yeah, I would say The Weeknd like influenced my I would never deny that The Weeknd influenced my my art as an artist. Even when I'm just like, it's like you gotta remember, Trilogy came out when I was 11. So like,
damn,
I was 11 years old.
Damn,
I was a kid.
Hey, it came out 2011. Best works, bro. It's still one of his best works, bro.
For real, like we was kids when that came out. Like I wasn't even doing the shit that he was talking about on that tape. I had never had sex before. I was just
what they call it, really getting the girl. Dark stripper music.
Now that we can relate to it more when we get older, and then we go back to it and be like, bro, he's just like us.
For real,
he's just like us. He's just like us.
He's just like me, a freak. Hey, when you really this nigga, hey yo, this nigga Aubrey.
You know what? I'm not gonna explain anything to y'all, okay? I'm a grown-ass man.
He on a different type of time today. He on that shit today.
This nigga Aubrey.
No, I'm saying if you listen to The Weeknd, you hear what that man be saying. He a freaky motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, for sure. He's a freak, but he's also a stoner. He's also a lover. He's also been through shit. Yeah. So I definitely like
drugs. He had a very bad drug addiction. I don't know if he's still in it, but you can see it in his music. He talked about it a lot. He talked about it, especially with After Hours. He really was digging into his like addiction and everything. Like,
now that I didn't listen to in depth.
That's my favorite album from him.
After Hours.
After Hours, check it out.
After Hours is probably his best work. It's a
it's the 80s, like
I love
and he
that
sort of
vibe.
switched into like his music evolved from like I don't know if we could call it alternative, but it like went from like alternative to like 80s sort of like pop.
It's like I call it like an alternative. Yeah, literally an alternative 80s pop, and that's all it really is. Because he also has some R&B influence.
Yeah. Like if you listen to him, like you can sort of hear like Michael Jackson in his shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like
Prince, you feel me? He has that vibe. Tell Your Friends is probably one of my favorite songs by him, and that's
which I like about you too, though. To like kind of bring it back, it's like what was it on Hello Crew? I forgot which song it was. Like how you bring in like the guitar riffs, like you switch up your sound. It's not like you can't really categorize your kind of music when it comes to your singing part into one genre. I feel like it's a mix of so many different sounds. That
I call it wood music. Like that's wood music. Like that's my genre.
So define it for us. What is wood music to you? What is the basis of it?
It's an alibi.
Wood music to me is basically just a mixture of all the music people in the wood grew up listening to, and like being expressed by wood people ourselves. So, could somebody else make wood music that's not from the wood? I don't know. I don't think so. Like because they didn't grow up listening to what they like the same influences. You know what I mean? Like even the whole Juice era in the wood. You feel me? Like other people was listening to Juice.
But if you went from the burbs listening to Juice,
it hit different because it's like it hit different because it's like he represented something for me at least. I know he represented the idea like that we could actually make.
He was around the same people. He was literally one day. His birthday December 2nd, 1998. Mine is December 3rd, 1998. We literally grew up around the same shit, the same TV shows, everything. Like he was in our era, our generation,
in our area.
Yeah, in our area. So he's getting the same thing and everything that we have. So that's why it hits people that's around us. we all have like a lot of the same things in common.
Yeah.
Same environment, same backgrounds. It's all similar in some retrospect.
Juice wasn't from the wood though. He was from Homewood, which is sort of a wood. It go Linwood, Glenwood, then it's Homewood.
Oh, so you specifically meaning like Linwood?
I mean Linwood, Glenwood, but I mean if you from the area, if you close enough, you got like wood.
I was thinking like Cook County, like, or like suburbs Cook County, not city Cook County, like after 159th type shit. Damn near 129th. Cal Park, Cowboy, and all of them. Same niggas, bro. Where were we just at?
No, we was talking about music and.
Yeah, but I'm talking about specifically, the wood and stuff. Yeah,
I had a question though. With being on set these past 3, 4, 5 years, how is that? Because we all three of us were in drama club in high school. We did our plays, we did everything. But I know being on set is a completely different environment, monster, like all in one. Like you got to stay focused. You got this and that going on.
Honestly, bro, being on set ain't much different from being in drama club. Like it feels like I'm in drama club again.
Okay,
everyone's new family, new cast, and all that.
Like the cast and crew, cause you gonna be around. We've been filming Power since 2021. It's 2024 right now. So we've had some time to get affiliated with each other. Like you really get cool with the cast members. You really get cool with the crew, cause y'all know like half of the set is actors, but most of the set, not even half of the set, a small part of a whole set is the actors. You know, most of the people that's on it is the people that's building the set, building the stage. Like, it's just like
tech, basically.
Tech people who change the lens of the camera and do your audio and stuff like that. Like, you get really, really cool with them too. I would say like, if you want to be prepared for a professional set, then you should definitely join Drama Club. I gotta thank you, Cam, because you are the one that influenced me to join Drama Club. Like I really wasn't gonna join unless my homie was in there. And when I joined Drama Club, that's when I found my family from high school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, and I've been cool with it.
I always give Z God her credit, man.
Yeah, she like, really did.
Like just us being around each other, like. It brought up all these different talents, all these different friends, a close group knit of friends, a second family damn near, of all of us together, and we still here. 10 years down the lane, damn near.
Still
family. Because I remember in high school, like, coming to Bloom, I didn't have a friend group coming into Bloom, but I had drama club, I had my homies around Linwood.
Right, because you came like sophomore year, right?
I came, my sophomore year. But, man, drama club, I'm still with the same crew. Bro. Decade down.
Cause it was like we knew each other from middle school and everything, being around each other and being like we was cool friends. But like when we really in there, that's how bonds became. They were forged. Yeah. And that's what is where we came in. That's where we at right now. All set, elevating, evolved, and growing with each other now. So.
And you remember how like in drama club it was like everybody was there to be a part of it, but not everybody was dead serious about it. Like so people would like you would give somebody a role. Hey, hold on, let me hold. So back to what I was saying, like everybody remember how drama club everybody wasn't serious. It's like now it's like everybody's so
everybody wasn't serious.
Everybody wasn't serious, like everybody. Some people was just there to kick it with their people. Some people was there just to have fun. Like
some people was just there to get a girl. Yeah.
On set. Hey, exactly.
That is crazy.
Like that's really what I
joined drama club.
Oh shit.
I was trying to get on a girl. I was trying to get on Jahar.
Hey, that is crazy. That's the only reason I even joined drama club in the first place, because my homie, he was trying to get on that with a girl, and I did it in fucking Brookwood.
Bro.
And
and this nigga was Troy Bolden.
Hey, I was high school Prince Charming in 7th grade, and I was Troy and A.
Oh my gosh, good times.
But yeah, like now you get on set and it's like everybody's dead serious. Everybody's a professional. Everybody is like well trained in what they, and everybody wants to give their best performance. You know what I mean? So it's like people take their roles serious. Like we really get in the character, and so it's everything that drama club was, but a lot more. And it's fun. It's fun, and it's not hard. You know what I mean? It's actually like. Getting up and going to set never be hard. I think the only thing that I would say is sometimes I be tired and I like take naps in between. But that like
That's only
to re-energize,
you know.
But it's a beautiful job. It's not even a job. It's actually something that I like doing.
It's a career. It's a
passion.
It's a passion,
man.
Yeah,
it's a career and a passion.
And it's gonna lead you to generational wealth.
For sure.
And that's all I wish.
Hell yeah.
With that being said, who is some like cold like actors that you've worked with that you've seen that just lock into their scenes, or that really take over that role, like, or is there someone you'll love to work with?
Yeah, I was gonna say, who do you want to collab with in the future?
I'll answer both.
Okay.
Anybody I want to collab with in the future, I'm open to working with all of the actors. Honestly, like, you know what I mean? Okay. Working with every actor is definitely his own experience, because it really is a thing, like chemistry. You know what I mean? Like finding different chemistries with different actors is really a special thing, and it brings you closer in real life. The actors who I'll say really get in the character when we're acting is for sure Chris Lofton.
Chris Lofton, yes.
For sure, Joseph Sakura.
Yes. Tommy. Yes.
I wouldn't say that none of my co-actors don't get in the character, because they all do.
Right.
And I'll say this too. Like,
Lofton's Diamond, right?
Lofton is Jannard.
Yeah. Oh, bro. Yes.
Chris Lofton is Jannard. I would say that all of my co-actors get in the character, but and I've also seen the growth of all of us. Like, cause it's one thing, like when you first get on set that first season, you can kind of tell like none of us really knew who our character was for real. So it was like,
it was a brand new show.
You know, it was a brand new show. Like, it was a brand new experience for me, just getting in front of. It wasn't a brand new experience for me. I had been on TV before, but to be on TV consistently, you know what I mean? It's definitely different. It's like the more you do it, the better you get. And I will say that it's been a lot of growth as all of us as actors. Even Ahmad, I want to shout out Ahmad Ferguson. Like, Ahmad Ferguson. I want to shout out. I want to give a round of applause to Ahmad Ferguson. In this third season,
I'm coming for you next, bro. I'm like, hey, you gotta have him on. For 100%, for sure.
Hey, yo.
You gotta have him.
Shopping, busting.
But Sha has been busting. He's been doing an awesome job, bro. And I think that you can tell, like when y'all watch third season, I mean, the shot speaks for itself, but when y'all watch third season, y'all gonna see him really get into character and own that character, especially towards the end. And I think like the end of this season, because we filming the last episode right now, so I know the whole season. Okay. I can't say nothing about it, but I can definitely commend their performances and commend everybody's contribution. Isaac, Taylor Brightman, y'all gonna see a lot more of her in the And Taylor, this was her. Y'all know who Taylor is, right?
Yeah. What's her name?
Her name was
Genesis.
Yeah. So Taylor, she started off. This was her first time. Second season was her first time being on a show at all.
That's cool.
So she's got a lot more scenes this season, and I think that you're gonna be able to see like her get more comfortable in her role. It was sometimes I was filming with Taylor because we got some more scenes this season. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I was filming with her and I'm noticing as we like getting into it, she's stepping into the role more and more. Like I was in some scenes impressed. I'm like, okay.
She's only in a couple episodes last season, right?
She's like two. Yeah. And only one she's spoken.
Oh yeah.
But this season she got like.
That's when you got snatched up.
Yeah, bro. Last season I had 7 episodes. This season I got 9. So. You feel me? Like, so I got a lot more content, bro.
I will say on that show, you really be in your bag.
Thank you.
I feel like this is like the perfect show for you to be in, cause like your character, like you really feel it pretty damn well. Like I remember the minute they showed this nigga through the gun, they shot the light. I was like,
just out of nowhere breaking down the number of bricks and everything, just the math of everything. I love that for you that they gave you that character. It lets you show off the brightness of it.
Yeah, thank you.
No spoiler, but if you ain't seen it, but like You also pissing me off because your ass little dumbass.
You know that nigga is dumb, but I'll say D-Mac is stupid. A lot of shit that he do, I wouldn't do.
Yeah, that I would definitely say. Like you definitely a lot of smart. He a smart motherfucker, but them decisions, man. If he question, be like
he's smart, but he's stupid. It's like this nigga be begging for a plug and shit. Let me tell you something about.
I want to be in this so bad.
Like that's the one thing I wouldn't have did. I wouldn't have been begging to be a part of it. I would have started my own shit before you feel me, like beg to be a part of somebody else's shit. And that's the key difference between me and D-Mac. I think that D-Mac is more like gang affiliated than I am.
Okay.
Like
allegedly.
I'm not against gangs and nothing like that. Like I wholeheartedly, this might be a controversial viewpoint, but I wholeheartedly see the point in having black gangs. And,
I understood it from when it was supposed to be.
Yeah, like the history of it, the way it's supposed to be. I think that is crucial. Shit, we've always had a warrior class as African people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like if you go back into Africa,
Shaka Zulu warriors, everything.
You feel me? Like the young males, they were the fighting class. Like if you ran into the land, those were the people that was coming out doing the battling. So for young black men to want to be, well, we call it gangsters now, but really I think the spirit is the warriors.
I was gonna say all tribes have their warriors, bro. No.
And that's an important aspect of the African spirit that I feel like black people need to hone and embody. And if we hone and embody that, that's when a lot of our what's it called? Not retribution, but what does America owe us?
Retribution.
No.
What is it?
And this is such a fundamental word. Like
I literally just reparations.
Reparations.
I'm sorry.
That's where a lot of our reparations is gonna come from when black people are in a position to defend ourselves. Mm-hmm. When black people are in a position where we can protect and organize our warriors. Mm-hmm. You see what I mean? And it's like that is really, and we talking about this on the 4th of July. Like that's really the basis of our community. We need to be organized. So
way more organization.
I feel what D-Mac is going for, but I do think that D-Mac makes a lot of stupid decisions. But you got to see season 3 though.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it.
I'm hyped. I'm watching Power now. I'm like, bro, this shit is cooking. One day y'all gonna all just meet up.
Yeah, it's gonna get scary.
I hope for it. I hope it's not the end. I hope they. Shit.
Me too,
I hope they find a way to just bring it back and bring all you guys together, and then y'all could just fuck it. You got Chicago, New York, take it to LA now. Move y'all to LA. Move y'all to Atlanta.
Yeah,
come on. We can keep going to every city. Keep you guys on the run, or make it international if you want to.
And really capture the culture, because I feel like when Power came to Chicago, they really did capture like Chicago culture, like the way we talk, our vernacular, the way we dress. Like they were real eager to capture the authenticity of Chicago. That's why they hired a lot of Chicago natives for roles, like me.
How is it, like you said, the dressing? How is it being able to put that shit on every episode?
And most of them niggas
y'all be getting like 50 budget for y'all wardrobe.
It's crazy,
dog.
And I'm gonna say this, bro. Like all of the raw ass shit that y'all see. When I tell you they got more raw shit that I done tried on that just didn't make the cut. Like, but it's still in the wardrobe. Like, we got some fucking heat on Power.
What is there ever been a time where it's like you get ready for a scene, you saw some shit that she like wouldn't even consider wearing, and you was just like, I'm gonna fuck with this today. Like, I'm gonna just fuck their head up today. Put on this black leather jacket. Come on now.
I don't get to say so when I get to wear. I get like some type of leniency in a sense where it's like if I'm really against the fit, then they won't put me in.
Okay.
Or if I'm like if I think it's like I don't really have a say so, but they consider me. They consider what I think and how I feel about the role, which is a blessing.
Okay.
But the head of the costume department, Monique, she actually has been very eager to, like, because she's not from Chicago, she's been very eager and very open to what do Chicago people wear. Like I told her about the Air Force Ones, how most Chicago guys, Like we got Air Force Ones, and different Air Force Ones symbolizes different shit.
Yep.
Like if somebody got on black Air Force Ones, they probably on bullshit, or they probably
on demon time,
on demon time or something. Like they probably got the gun. But if somebody got on some white ones or some shit, they probably get money if it's like always some fresh white ones, super clean. And you would think like, damn, this nigga get money. If they ones busted, you would think like, they just a regular nigga or some shit like that. Or depending on how busted they is, you may be like, this nigga's a bum.
And it's crazy how much like it don't even take that long for us to analyze that and to recognize that. Like if I see a nigga in a Nike tech suit, all black Nike tech suit, black Air Force Ones,
I'm on him. I'm looking at this nigga like,
okay. Well, what is your purpose? Check it out. You gotta make sure you don't got nothing on him.
He don't hit you with that shit.
And then white ones, I don't know if it was Nelly. It could be Nelly, it could be her, but just putting that influence out into the culture for the white ones.
Yeah. OG White Bezos.
Yes, like it's iconic. It's an iconic shoe. It's a man. It's a simple form. It's just it sends a message. You can put so many different designs. I love the ones.
And Monique was very open to learning that and to contributing that into my outfits, and I'm very grateful for her. So
shout out Monique.
Shout out Monique.
Bro, shout out all these casting directors. Some of these motherfuckers be hooking it up. You can see it on all of these shows. 50 get cast at the right motherfuckers. They're doing that because everybody be in them bitches stepping, bro. Shit's crazy.
What is that, a gun? Now what did I tell you?
Man, shut the fuck up. Look, I'm a gangster, alright? I kill people. I caught another body today. That's what I do. Alright, I kill people. You don't want to fuck with me because I kill you.
So, I do have some questions I'm gonna shoot out there because at the end of the day, it's an interview on you, but I also want to get to know the Lucien, like who you are in your mind and what you think in certain aspects of different stuff. Because one thing I have a real question about is because you have been stepping away from meats.
Yeah.
So what would you say? Like, would you consider yourself a vegan, pescatarian? Like, what don't you eat? What do you eat?
I'm a pescatarian, bro.
Pescatarian?
So I'm a pescatarian. I don't eat land meat. I eat cheese and shit like that. But I've been, and it's not anything like where I'm at in my spiritual journey now. I've come to understand that everything about the physical world is spiritual. So I don't think that eating meat is low vibrational or anything like that. I think that you can have a very spiritual experience with eating meat, like the indigenous folks had. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. Like, indigenous folks, if somebody pulled up on the indigenous lands, they would have thought it was wilderness, but it really wasn't wilderness. It was an extended garden that was carefully monitored and tended to. Like, it was enough buffalo for them to hunt forever. They didn't
not harvest. What is it? Cattle
and all of that. Like it seemed like wild herds, but they maintained the wild herds to make sure that they weren't over hunting. Right. They didn't underhunt. Like humans feel their natural role in the ecosystem.
They used to, like, if it was just one left, they'll leave it alone. Especially if it was a female.
You feel me?
Like, leave a couple alone because they gotta be able
to reproduce.
When they used to hunt, they used to send a scout out. They'll just make sure, it's a male. Okay, it's not a female. It's not the last one. It's another one a mile away. Okay, we can hunt this one and then have the next one for the next month. And
right, exactly. And so it's just like, I think you can have a spiritual experience with eating meat. I just think that meat is too heavy for me. Like when I put meat into my body, my stomach it sort of turns. I'm not gonna lie, and it's like my stomach turns. I get sweaty. I get a lot of pimples. I just don't have a good chemical reaction to it. That doesn't mean that somebody else doesn't have a good chemical reaction to it. So I'm not against anything.
Especially being away from it for so long, it really has a stronger effect.
It changes the chemistry of your body.
Exactly, because once your body got to it adapted to a certain kind of diet, that's all you'll be able to kind of consume unless you gradually bring it back into it. Would you say that you think it's the meat, or do you just think it's the way we produce our meat, the way we get it? Like, because I don't think they do it the most. A lot of these companies and stuff, I don't feel like they produce it out the right way. They don't herd them right. They don't kill the animals and everything. They're not doing it the most humane, proper way. This is not the most cleanly. It's like they just got these slaughterhouses and everything where they just throwing them in there. They shoot them in the head, do this, do that, and then it's like overkill. And they don't really like have quality meat or raise the meat properly, feeding them the right nutrients and everything in the right ways anymore.
I think I sort of agree with that. I do think that it's a way to go about getting food. But like the way that I look at it is like this. Animals are sort of similar to us as far as their conscious existence. Meaning we don't doubt the consciousness of an animal because we know that an animal is somewhat like we as humans can sort of recognize the consciousness of an animal because animals do shit like blink, they make sounds, they breathe, they shit, they piss, they run if you chase them.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like we can kind of understand that. I think that the consciousness of a plants are just as conscious as animals. Right. You know what I mean? I believe that plants can see, they have emotions, they have feelings, thoughts, they have desires. I don't think plants want to be
translate the same way that we do what other animals do.
Right. Just because a plant's consciousness is sort of alien to us, like we can't right off the bat identify or find similarities in their existence of consciousness and ours. I think that it doesn't negate that they are conscious entities. And so at the end of the day, we need to eat. So regardless of what, it doesn't matter if we're killing the plants or if we're killing the animals, we have to ingest something in order to keep our bodies well, at least for now. So I wouldn't say it's about the way we kill things. I think that it's about the way that it's about our belief systems and what we think and what we've allowed our brains to believe. And that really does shape that shapes how your body reacts. What you believe about something will shape your experience of it. Like if one person believes that burgers are the best food in the whole wide world, when they get their hands on a burger, they're going to be excited. They're going to be, you know what I mean? It's going to be a different emotional reaction versus somebody who believes like you do that this cow has been killed in a slaughterhouse. And you feel me? Like, think about eating that burger with those thoughts dominantly active. It's a different chemical reaction which makes the body intake. Think about it. Your body is a chemical factory. Really, we don't need food. Like if we knew how to master the chemistry of our body, we wouldn't need to eat food at all because whatever our body needs, we have the ability to produce it. Like think about it, your heart is beating all the time. How? Like where's that energy coming from? It's not coming from food. You see what I mean? So it's like we really do sort of need food, but I believe the human body can evolve to a place where we don't need it at all. Exactly. But it's like that's not where we're at in our evolution. Right now, we need food. I enjoy food.
Yeah, we need certain kind of nutrients, certain kind of
because we have certain sorts of beliefs that are just solidified. It's like these beliefs are concrete. If I were to tell somebody that they don't need food, that's not a concrete belief that anybody around here really like believes in.
Yep.
You feel me?
Because we're speaking of food, you know I'm a food connoisseur.
Me too, bro.
So what's some of the? Because I know you eat just like me. Where are some of the like hot spots in the city like that you've eaten? Because I've been. You took me to chemistry. That changed my life. That changed my life.
Chemistry is viral.
We ran up a check. We kept ordering shit that day. What is them like? Salmon strips, salmon strips or salmon bites?
Yeah.
Is it like a seafood place?
No. It's like a higher end restaurant where black owned.
Lovely.
What is it? Hyde Park.
Yep.
And like we sat down at the bar, man. The food they got all types of salmon bites, mashed potato, steak, lamb chops, all that. Yeah. They got everything. Yeah. Alfredo pasta, crazy mac and cheese. That just
good drinks.
My God.
Where they at?
They Hyde Park Chemistry.
Hyde Park.
Yep.
Like
it's a good date night.
Where over on Hyde Park?
On the strip is right by. I can't believe it's not me. It's around the corner by the.
I remember
it's a theater right there. I think it may be the Goodman Theater. I think it's like on the same street as Chemistry.
Okay.
5.
I mean, we got Google Maps, man. We just put that name in there.
Chemistry in Chicago.
Like what other places?
I'm gonna give you straight black owned places. It's one place called Can't Believe It's Not Meat. You go to, they got a couple different locations around, but they also have it's like a joint restaurant where you go into one place and you get 2 restaurants.
Is it what's that, Flav?
No, that's not Flav. Flav is another black owned restaurant, but it used to be Can't Believe It's Not Meat and Flav. Now it's Can't Believe It's Not Meat and Soul Food Vibes.
Oh, okay.
And Soul Food Vibes have all of the meat.
It's one in Orland.
Yes.
Yeah, it's in there with
They're with Can't Believe It's Not Meat.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's literally right there on LaGrange. I work right down the street, so I know what you're talking about.
So it go all the way from vegan to people who eat straight meat. So it's like you get all of the options at Can't Believe It's Not Meat because you're gonna get a Soul Vibes there too. And so it's really good. Another good place that's a date night spot is called Soul Food Lounge. Soul Food Lounge 2. They got Soul Food Lounge 1 and Soul Food Lounge 2. Soul Food Lounge 2 is on the south side. Soul Food Lounge 1 is on the west side. And when you go to Soul Food Lounge, it's like a small, intimate area, but it's like they got these super fire drinks. It's like champagne drinks though. It's like wine and stuff like that. But it's like a date night. Like you can go there and it's a nice menu. They got a bunch of stuff. You probably not gonna know what you want off bat, but you get this thing called a grand sampling for like $70, and it's like you get 3 choices off the menu, whatever you want. Like so you want to try it. You don't know what you like. You can get 3 different dinners. They'll just be smaller portions of the dinner.
Okay.
But it'd be enough to feel like. If you get the grand sampling, like you probably eat 2 dishes and take 1 dish home, type shit. Like it'll be enough. It's enough to feed me.
That's good, and that means a lot.
Cause I eat for real. Like I come in there zooted, and I be like taking stuff home. So it's a decent amount. Like, and any lady that you take there, she's gonna be satisfied because they got this like this trumpet player that comes in. It's like live music. That's clean. It's a jerk spot in the city called Jamaican Gates Restaurant. It's right on 102nd and Halsted. That's a good spot. So yeah, I got a lot of different spots, but those are the main ones I want y'all to hit.
Go and hit them. We're gonna put some links in here. We're gonna just have to go check those out.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Support black businesses.
Always.
Yes. I'm all about that.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. Which is why y'all should let us be the core
couriers, nigga.
That's the word, nigga.
So another thing I do want to ask you, because this has been a conversation we've been having a little bit, because Cam says I've just added this word to my vocabulary somehow. But nepotism. There's been a lot of shows of nepotism recently in the past couple of days, especially when it comes to like LeBron and Bronny, like seeing something iconic with a father and son for the first time in history playing on the same team. No matter if it's for a week and then he goes to the G League after, whatever happens, he's still doing some crazy things right now. And a lot of the conversation has been surrounded by Bronny only being in the league because of his father.
Okay.
And I feel like I feel like isn't that the whole point of us getting to these stages? So for especially black people, like we gotta get to this level because we're the only ones that get criticized. I feel like a lot for when it comes to nepotism is black people because when a lot of these other races have been doing this shit for years, but why is it always a problem when it comes to us doing it? Especially when it comes to like Bronny and Bron, like it's crazy.
With stuff like that, it's a problem because it's hard. It's hard for the rest of the world to see a successful black man doing this so bluntly. It was just out in their face, so they'll always have a problem with it. And even with any industries, when you see like a plumber truck, most of the times they say Johnson's and Sons.
Oh, bro.
That's generational wealth in my eyes.
Thank you.
That's putting it through generations for money to have. You got most lawyers, famous lawyers, their son is coming up. They don't got the grades to get into Harvard. They call somebody, can you get my son into Harvard Law School? So I feel like with nepotism, it's been in the world. It's been in things. I hope to pass down something to my son.
Yeah, you're right.
It's not. The thing is, it's not fully natural, and I feel like that's the problem.
You don't think it's natural?
No, I think it's supposed to be natural, but when in the black community, it isn't treated because it wasn't always something we had be able to pass down certain. We had it there in certain.
It's always areas. Something that we pass.
Yeah, but it's not common when it comes to like stuff
passing
like
out positions of wealth, positions of power,
especially the wealthy ones, because we just now getting into it with us.
Right.
So we didn't always have it like these people out here. Like we're seeing it a lot more frequently. Like LeBron's a billionaire now.
Okay, here's my opinion on that. I think that any human being is going to want to put their people in a position to prosper. That's natural. But I think that a great leader would put people in their appropriate positions. So you may be a great general, but you may know that your son doesn't truly have the courage to be a general. Because in order to be a general, you have other soldiers' lives in your hands. Yeah. You have to command a battlefield in the heat of fire, which is not easy to do.
Yeah.
So you may want to put your son, you may want your son to follow after you, but I think that a wise leader would put the appropriate person in that position, whether it was his son or whether it was somebody else.
Right. Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying.
So I think that nepotism is when toxic nepotism is when you abandon wisdom in order to fulfill nepotism.
Yep.
Message.
This dude dropping bars. Yeah. Yes. No, I agree. I see that for real because I always didn't feel like it was a major problem when it came to like a lot of nepotism, because a lot of people that I see when people call them nepo babies and stuff like that, like, you know, like finding an actor that like Maya Hawke from Stranger Things. She's the daughter of Ethan Hawke and I forgot the lady's name. She's very famous. I forgot her name. The Kill Bill.
Okay.
The lady from Kill Bill.
Okay.
So like that's her daughter, and she's in Stranger Things. She's been blowing up. She's in everything. She's in Anxiety and Inside Out too.
Okay.
So like she's been in these positions, but a lot of people criticize her by saying like she's probably only there for her people because her family is famous or whatever.
Yeah. People gotta understand, but it's not about what you know; it's about who you know.
Exactly. It's always been like that since the start of time.
Yes.
Right. But I'm just saying, like when it came to her, I feel like a lot of the difference is she's actually really talented.
Right.
So I feel like that'd be the problem.
Definitely want to put her in that position.
And I feel like a lot of things when it comes to nepotism, it's like, yeah, they got you there, but it's really when somebody is continuously sustaining that. Whatever.
Everyone, boo this nigga.
That word was
that shit was being his
I don't know what the fuck that word was. Sustaining that position of power, or not even power, because you said general, but I just mean somebody putting them in that position. They're staying famous or well known because of their talent at the end of the day.
Right.
Like with her, she's actually a really good actress, and I feel like she doesn't. Some people just criticize her a lot just because of her family, or what's Lisa Bonet and Lenny Kravitz's daughter, Zoe Kravitz. Like she's like, there's a lot of these people out there that's really just still in it because of they got there because of their family, but they're keeping it because of them. But they still get criticized.
But I mean, that's just gonna come along with it. At some point in time, talent has to speak for itself.
Right.
And you know, like, what's the difference between? First of all, what people gotta understand is, what's truly for you can't be taken away. What's truly for you isn't given to you by your father. What's truly for you is given to you by God. So regardless if you start off with nothing, if you are destined for a particular position, as long as you keep walking your path, following your passion, and living in your journey, staying true to your walk, then God has all of the resources to get you wherever you need to be.
Always.
And sometimes people have to let go of their idea of where they think they should be and realize that God knows better. And God knows everything that you want for sure. God knows what you want better than you know what you want. And if you just trust the path enough to take the next step, or what you think is the next step, then God is going to eventually bring you to where it is you are supposed to be. And when you get there, you'll know. The whole way going is the destination. Really, you will know that you're on the path. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So it's just like, if somebody's destined to be a great actor, like me, I'm an actor on set. But y'all know, before I was on set, I wasn't I wasn't in a bunch of TV shows. I was in some TV shows and whatnot, but like y'all know what I was doing on an everyday basis.
Right.
Like, I was making music. I was hustling. I was working at night. Like I was always on the move. It didn't have anything to do with acting. Acting sort of found me in that sense. So it's like just like God could pull that miracle off. What's the difference between God taking me off the street, giving me a random miracle, versus God positioning me from birth to be in that position and position?
It's always His plan.
It's His plan. Yeah. So the fact that somebody's father was already in a position is preordained stuff by God. You see what I mean? It has nothing to do with me. The only reason somebody would be mad about that is if they truly believe there's a scarcity of resources to go around and somebody's hogging it. But once you realize it's not a scarcity of resources, if you was really that nigga and playing basketball, somebody's gonna hire you. Somebody's gonna be like, I need this motherfucker on my team. And if it was really destined for you to do that, God will put you in a position to impress them.
Yep.
You see?
Yep.
So it's like,
talk that shit.
trust your path, trust your journey, and trust that whatever is for you. And who the fuck want to be on a? If you feel like nepotism is really like a problem in an industry, why the fuck would you want to be a part of that industry to begin with? Obviously, that's not where you're supposed to be. Right. Like on the radio,
you shouldn't even be worried.
About that. You should be like, if the NBA ain't looking like something that you really want to do, then go to Ice Cube's Big 3. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
it's all these different opportunities when it comes to basketball, especially basketball. Yeah. Niggas on YouTube hooping and making money off this shit. Running 5-on-5s in different cities, going city to city. You can find your way.
Take no traditional route, man. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, if people just follow God's route, it'd be a lot more opportunities for people. Because God will fuck around and put you in a position to help the next young nigga out. And by the time that nigga is is ready, you've been and coached him. You've been able to, you know what I mean, fulfill a greater role, something that you never even saw or thought for yourself. Yeah. But it's like,
a lot of people be blind to what they true things are in life, though. So, you know, like, well, I didn't say blind. It's sometimes it just takes a minute to them to realize what's really for them, because they're either exactly, or they're doing something that's really blocking that from you seeing what God is there presenting for you in your life. Like, I feel like everybody's here for a purpose.
For sure.
Everybody's here for a purpose to do something, and they just have to find that. It'd be hard for some people, and that's where I'm not going to get too dark with it, but like a lot of people get so deep into their lives that they don't know if they're doing the right thing or doing what they feel like they truly love or anything like that.
You know what? You know where that stems from? That is so great that you said that. You know, we're not doing what you truly love, like not knowing, like, is this what I truly love? That comes from not knowing love, period. Mm-hmm. Like, when you're not familiar and really like know love, then how could you know if you're following it? People aren't people. Everybody wants a lot of stuff that they don't know what it is. Like, people want love, but they don't go around and ask people about what love is. Everybody's gonna tell you something different.
I was gonna ask you that. I was gonna ask you, because that's one thing I told Cam in the last episode of the Cockpit. I asked him, I want to start asking people what is their definition of love and what do they feel like it represents, because everybody's viewpoint is different.
Can I go first?
Oh yeah, you go ahead.
So for me, throughout my life, throughout my experiences, my definition of love has changed as I've grown old. But I feel like love in today's world, in today's life that we live, love is the partnership, the joy of having a significant other in your world, spiritually, mentally, physically, someone that's there for you, someone that's gonna always be in your corner no matter what. And being able to wake up, smile, see that person in the morning, it still gives you those butterflies when you're around her on a date, anything. Like, love is that. Love is that. Them fireworks. Every time you kiss is fireworks. Like, that's that spark. That spark, that excitement. Like, you're 16 again, you finna go to the movies with a girl. Like, that excitement you have with your partner. And I feel like if you don't have that, then that's not love. That's not, you don't want to do more. Like, if you love a woman, at my age, I'm 25. If you love a woman, you're gonna start to think like, I want to build a house for her. I want to successfully, I want to put our kids through school. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to be the man in her world. I don't want her to ask another man for another thing and for the rest of her life, because I'm here.
Right.
That's love. That's love to me.
I feel that.
So yeah,
He spin it too. He spin it over here.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good definition of love.
Oh yeah.
I would say like love. I would say love is like love to me is really like everybody's most natural state. You know what I mean? Like people aren't mean. People aren't mean unless they have something that they want that they can't have. You know? Like even like think about like babies. Like babies don't get mean until you tell them no. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like until they want something that they can't really have, and that's when people lose like the kindness and all that. I think love is like an alignment with your most natural self. And for me personally, I think that it takes somebody going within themselves to get familiar with the emotion of love, because love is something that you're supposed to radiate. It's something that you become.
And we supposed to have that as humans.
You know, you embody it. Like love, all of your actions become it. Like love is the source, and everything from that is an extension of that. So love is the source. How well you're aligned with it determines your emotion. Like your thoughts, like how well your thoughts are in alignment with the thoughts of love determines all of your emotions. From these emotions stem action. So you can't act upon a level, you can't act upon a state of alignment that you don't have. So if you're angry, you can't be kind because you're angry right now. You see what I mean? Like if you're sad, it's hard for you to do something happy if you're sad.
Right.
Now, if somebody let's say somebody is sad, but then they do something kind for somebody. In the moment of kindness, they have lost their sadness.
Right.
If that makes sense.
No, that makes sense.
It's like it's not a continuous sadness.
Been in the same bag, so I see what you're coming from.
Right. It's not a continuous sadness. It's a moment of light. And I think that love is at the end of the day the light that you know you are, the good that's in your heart. That's love. You know. And it's like when love is you becoming the best version of yourself. Like that's love. You know? And what is the best version of yourself? When you start to investigate, well, who am I at my best? Then that's when you have to seek love, because that's who you are and love. At your best, you are love. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? Like for real.
No, I get it. That's heavy. That's a heavy way of looking at it. Cause like the way I kind of see it, I said it in the last episode kind of, so I'm not gonna go too deep into it. It's like in the same way, it's like I feel like a lot of love, like you said, it comes with different emotions and everything, and I feel like it's the word of love is so broad, kind of it gets too broad for a lot of people, but I feel like when you truly in this life, if you find it's something that you love, you're gonna feel that shit. And it's not always even just a person, because there's different, like we talked about earlier, there's subgenres to different things. There's subgenres to love, and it's different ways of that, like to it being in love, loving family, loving friends, loving a passion, a dream or something of yours, truly loving your craft or whatever it is in this world. Just loving the earth and the nature. Like everybody truly has like, and you can be truly in love with all of that. That's why I think it's a little weird when someone says like I'm gonna say kinks, but like was like people love certain people.
This nigga is a freak. You is on. God, people do love kinks, man. They got their kink shirt shit that they love.
I think he was going that direction.
Some people love.
That was the last word I thought I was.
But I get what you mean, though. I get what you mean. Like everybody got their thing.
Yeah, and when it comes to like sexuality, like a lot of people like they love. Let's hear what you gotta say. Yeah. No, it's like everybody loves who they love, and that's why I never judged anyone for that, because you love a male, female, your dog, your aunt, your auntie, whatever the fuck it is. That I judge a little bit. Those are that bar's a little far. That's a little far, but I'm just saying well, not that's a different kind of love. When I was your sexuality, that is a whole different kind of different love. But I'm just saying, like, there's different levels to this shit, bro. Like,
but is sexuality a different kind of love though?
No, like, it's the same love. But I'm just saying, like, when compared to like a family relative or like just being in love, you could be in love with a different
branch of love, but it comes from the same trunk.
Yes, exactly. No, exactly, and it's just like how that branch has a branch,
right?
So it's the same thing, but. And I just feel like a lot of judgment comes into that shit when it comes to other people, and people just don't really have a real true understanding when it comes to certain people like that, or because they don't have a real understanding with love, being in love with somebody and that going through all odds of shape, form, whatever, you know? Yeah. And yeah, I just feel like we don't love enough anymore. We don't love ourselves enough. Even self-love. I feel like that's probably one of the most truly important.
That's where all love comes from.
If you don't love thyself, it'll be hard for you to love anyone else. Like,
if you don't love yourself, you'll accept anything.
Exactly. Oof. For real.
Like if you like sometimes like even loving yourself is like when you love yourself, you naturally just gonna develop or have. You not gonna put yourself. You gonna be in a room or some shit, and something ain't gonna be going. You gonna know like, I don't deserve this. I don't have to be around this. And sometimes self-love is removing yourself from a situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you'll feel it after a while.
Yeah.
You'll feel it.
You'll know.
You don't want to cause harm to your body. You don't want to.
You don't
want none of those dumb situations that happen. Your body can literally. I be telling people like, my aura sometimes can be too self-aware.
Yeah.
Like if I'm not comfortable in a situation, sometimes I go to sleep. I go back to my car. I sit in my car. I just leave.
Like something.
It's just something. Like something is off. Focus y'all next time. Shit, if y'all don't want to go, I'll catch up with y'all tomorrow. It's okay.
No, yeah, for sure.
No,
love is an important thing though. Like you can't accomplish none of this stuff without the inner love. Like,
oh yeah.
You know, I wouldn't even say if somebody, you're not ready for what you truly want if you haven't found inner love.
Cream, super light skinned nigga from 94th and commercials. Mom's fucking Albanian.
Albanian, nigga, albino, right?
So we do have to start wrapping up here. So I had a quick question. I just wanted to get you guys to your perspective on this because it's been a little controversy. So it's a double kind of slight question. I just want to get a quick explanation real quick. So Chris Brown has been going around causing chaos and mayhem with these meet and greets, these $1,000 meet and greets, and a lot of people have been having problems like with their girl.
This is a blessing.
If my girl spent $1,000 to go see her dream out, I gotta put myself in her shoes.
Oh yeah,
this is the guy that she's been looking up to since she was 6 years old. Damn near 6-8 years old. She been listening to Chris Brown. Gotta let her do it.
I'm not letting her let this man pick her up and on his chest. That shit is dead.
I mean,
me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect.
I mean, that's dead, but I don't think my girl is gonna do that.
Oh yeah, no,
I'll let her hug Chris. That's Chris Brown, dog. I'm not finna.
Bro, that comes with understanding your relationship.
I'm not even gonna lie to y'all.
Boundaries and relationships have to exist with certain things.
I might have to go to war with that nigga because that nigga be on coke and I don't know what the fuck he be on.
I'm not even gonna.
They just spit to the dressing room after that shit.
If my girl did some shit like that, she wouldn't even be my girl no more. Like
even just paying $1,000.
She paying $1,000 to go see a nigga.
But what if you
$1,000 crazy?
Say band to go see a nigga.
But
nigga paid for his girl to do it.
See Michael Jackson when he was alive.
Michael Jackson different. That nigga's a god.
People look at Chris Brown.
They don't.
Chris Brown is kind of like
Michael Jackson not a god. Like I'm just talking shit when I say that.
I know he's he's either one of or the greatest ever musician artist to ever walk this earth.
But at the end of the day, he's just a regular man.
And exactly. He's a regular man, but also that is different. That's him being an idol. We're talking about these girls that's been in love with Chris Brown. No, a lot of these females have just been in love with him since that was their celebrity crush. That motherfuckers that they consider a hall pass. They'd be like, "Oh baby, it's Chris Brown," but it was Chris Brown.
It's Chris Brown though. Like,
shorty, I don't care. What the?
I think that Chris Brown's doing a lot of these men a favor by showing showing them like, man, this is who
they girl really is. Like no damn.
You getting done a real favor because let me tell you something. It's a lot of niggas that be with a girl and they never get to see who that girl really is.
And it'll be certain things that positions they get in, and then you truly see what the motherfucker willing to do.
Like sometimes you realize way too late. Like damn. This bitch is a bop. Like, you realize way too late she's a bop.
The bop senses be off when she's giving you that talk.
You feel me? And it's hard. And once you realize your girl a bop, like them first couple of times she show you she a bop, it's gonna be hard to accept it. Like, cause you didn't got used to looking at her in a certain way.
I give her a second chance. She do go. She's going the extra mile. I'll give her a chance. Oh, you did it again. But
you gotta set boundaries for yourself when it comes to that. You can't self-love. Exactly. Because you put yourself in a position where you just accepting certain things. And if you, and certain niggas out there, they don't care. Some niggas are out there because they doing their own thing. And then you got that kind of boundary or understanding in your relationship. It's okay. People have to establish that kind of shit in a relationship. If that's for you, I'm not judging you. But my girl, that we can't do shit like that.
Put your foot down, Aubrey.
No, I'm just saying. But I'm.
That's what I do.
What? Yeah. No, I'm just saying though, because I want her to. Hey, I'm just saying.
Name dropping is crazy.
Well, I wasn't.
Are y'all public?
Yeah.
Nigga, what?
I can say her name on the thing?
Yeah, but I mean, we not gonna just straight say the name. Just I got
my bad. You can say mine if you want to.
I know. You can put that out. That's established boundaries in your relationship. So it's just like I wouldn't mind her going to have a meet and greet. $1,000 is crazy amount of money. I'm not spending.
I pay $1,000. You niggas are nothing like me.
I pay $1,000 to go see the Bulls.
But I'm just saying it has to be certain things in that relationship.
And they not grabbing your ass. In the camera.
True. I'm not.
The Sky Game, you might have to.
Sky Game. I'm backstage with Angie. Hey, come here. I'm your biggest Reese's Pieces. Hey,
I'm about to show you that mile. So
I seen her in person. Yeah, she's.
You seen her in person?
Man, she's.
She been in the city.
She's a very. I have not seen her out anywhere, bro. I mean,
she be on Michigan Ave. Anywhere on Michigan Ave, she's there.
Yeah.
She NBC she be all at those stores. She don't leave that part of the city. I think she probably stay at the John Hancock.
She'd stay in the middle of the city, like downtown.
I thought this nigga was from the Tilda Hotel.
I don't know her hotel. But I'm just saying, like, again, just we gotta establish those certain things because a lot of you niggas is wilding and y'all creating these standards for these women, thinking this is okay in every relationship, and it's not. And that goes vice versa, because that was what I was going to say. STEM quick thing, because we do gotta go. Just like that's double standards. There are double standards in life that I think do exist, but again, you still have to have a certain kind of boundary in your shit. But you just
gotta know what you not going to accept.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you gotta know because what you may accept, another nigga might. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Like another nigga might be cool with what you but what you just can't accept. You feel me? Like so, it's just about knowing yourself and loving yourself enough to be like, look, I'm not mad at you for what you did because that's some shit that you do.
Exactly.
But I know who I am, and I know what I want, and I know that the woman that's for me just wouldn't naturally want to do what the fuck you're doing.
Wouldn't even want to do it.
Wouldn't even want to do it. You feel me? Like
we even having this conversation making me question. Like
you feel me? Like
you talking about I got a hall pass with Chris Brown. That's not the kind of
like
shit,
that's the red flag you need to be paying attention to. You feel me?
Bro, because we gonna have a part 2. We got to. Because it's a lot. I was gonna get into like because that's why I said double standards. Because I think, do you think there's double standards in life? Because I feel like there are, but they aren't. It's a rocky topic.
What's up, man?
But then also
we got
just a lot more into these relationship stuff because it's a lot of people stuff is. A lot of these people got this shit flawed. So right, soon we gonna
part 2. Whenever y'all free again.
Bro.
Oh yeah.
We on the
4th,
man.
so we got everybody say families, we got to do this stuff. So closing out as we always do. I tried to get a recommendation. It doesn't have to. It could be a movie. We say a lot of movies and shows. Music that you're listening to, your own music, but we be getting into that shit too because it's coming soon. And or a life recommendation, like a life tip or anything, just something you could leave for the people before closing out, just something you want them to understand or see.
A life tip, you could do anything you put your mind to. That's a life tip. All you gotta do is believe. Believing is the most powerful thing that you could do, and when you really get yourself into a place of believing something, you will start following natural action and miracles will work for you. That's the most important part of any dream, is that God works miracles upon them. That's the only way a dream happens. That's my finishing statement.
Close out with a heavy bar.
I like that.
Cambric?
Thank you.
Watch The Boys. Watch Quiet Place 3.
Day one, bro. That's it. That's good.
Make sure you hug everybody you love. Make sure you tell your loved ones you love them. Oh yeah. We loving this summer, so yeah, definitely.
My recommendations, of course, there's shows like he said, The Boys. Go watch that shit. Boys is cooking up right now. Go watch The Acolyte if you're a Star Wars fan. Some people, it's been a lot of controversy with that, with black leads. People calling everything woke. I think the show is kind of bad, but it ain't terrible. I feel like a lot of the stuff that people have a problem with isn't what's true. What's really wrong with the show. But it's not as bad as people try to make it out to be. A lot of content isn't. Social media has really fried a lot of y'all heads into what's wrong with a lot of this industry stuff. And a lot of these writings and these writer rooms and all of that. Especially since the writer strike, everybody has an opinion about why is it writing this shitty? Y'all just get all y'all rights back. No, that's not what the problem is. A lot of these studios still suck. That's the problem. Don't want to get too deep in that. We'll get back into that. And also watch Power, bro.
Watch Power Force.
Yeah.
Power Force.
Yeah. And Book 2 right now, too. Book 2 is on right now. And then, because all of this, I'm speculating. I ain't getting into anything. This shit's finna come to a head. And this is their final season. And it's leading up to their final season, which I did not know was their final season. That has many more questions that have to be asked.
Talking about many more questions.
Yeah, because I know it ain't over, because I seen Tommy said ghosts never die, and I know this shit is still, it's a lot more gonna be getting cooked up.
Hopefully, man.
Yeah, but just jump into it. Watch The Shy. I think The Shy just had their last episode of the season. That shit has been lit. I'm loving it. And yeah, get out there in the world, man. Go see something. Go love something. We talked about a lot of stuff today. I hope it really helped y'all see things a little bit different, see man differently, see us differently. Because we're all growing, we're all on a journey.
Yes.
And that's how we're closing it out today, because you guys can unbuckle your seatbelts.
Yes.
We have landed, and we'll see you guys next time. It's been a great journey.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Great.
I love it. That was hot.
I done been to hell and back. All the demons were angels. I bet they never told you that. Praying on me, my mother was praying for me. I'm hanging with Satan homies while God was waiting for me. Before I